have an overview or complete operations of permit to work. This training has been designed based on the uh, ADOSH-SF COP number 21 and also the Saudi Aramco because some clients we have in Saudi Aramco, so we decided to design the course material based on the two international standards because Saudi Aramco is also having good requirements for the permit to work, and they are specialized in ADOSH also, and in like in international standard having good practices taken from the international best practices. So now we will start. Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm a chef Waswa, previously working with ADNOC. Uh, I'm doing a refresher course actually, but according to the Ugandan standard, because here in UAE we are using WMS, work management system.
Okay.
So my friend in Uganda advised me to take the course
Uh-huh.
since I was still here.
No, it's actually very good course because why we include the Aramco requirements over here in this training because once you are working here and if you get a chance to work there in Aramco, so also it includes
Mm,
the Aramco requirements and good practices they are
mm,
using over there in the KSA, the oil and gas. Uh, Contents of the training, objective of the training, then what's permit to work, when a permit is required, roles and responsibilities, and the permit. Now, the fifth one is the PTW process, different 6 steps. Then isolation and certificates. The seven, the emergency situation. Eight is the record keeping. Nine is the key training message, and 10 is the recommended training duration. So now in this training, we will discuss this uh, contents one by one. Objective of the training. Uh, Once you have this training, you will be able to understand what a PTW is and why it is required. Identify when a PTW is mandatory. In some cases, it's mandatory, in some cases, not mandatory. But when it is not mandatory, it's not, we consider it's not mandatory. So it becomes mandatory. Like, see, we are doing the working at height activity. In this working at height activity, if everything is normal, the environmental condition, everything is normal. So it's the PTW we consider is not required. But if we people are working on site, sometime in UAE and sometime in KSA, directly there is fluctuation in the speed of wind. So it's become mandatory because the PTW not authorize us to continue the process or the operation anymore if we have adverse weather. So in such case, the PTW will become a mandatory. We consider in the morning it's not mandatory, but after 2 3 hours when we start our operation, it's become mandatory. So it's why that if the operation, sometime in some operations, we cannot ignore the PTW. Because when I was there in Saudi Arabia in the NEOM side, Oxagon, no, sorry, the pipeline project, over there, we start work, it was okay. But we were lucky that PTW was also there and lifting plan we also developed. So directly, once we start the work, it was okay. But after 1.5 hour, directly the speed of wind fluctuate up, down, up and down, up and down. So it was like 40 kilometer per hour and sometime 25 kilometer per hour, sometime 35 kilometer per hour, sometime off. So that's why I have to I have to suspend a lifting operation because
yes,
the permit will not authorize you to perform the work in the adverse weather. If you have had the lifting plan in place, and this a common lifting, it's a common lifting, but it's a common lifting, not critical lifting, but you have permit to work. Permit to work, PTW will not authorize you to continue the process in the adverse weather.
yes,
And nobody can ask you why you suspend the activity. You will tell them, I have the lifting plan, and but I also have PTW in place because the PTW is not allowing me to continue the process anymore. So this is a claim with you. So it takes you to a safe point, to a safe place. It provides you a safe place. So it means that we can simply define that PTW is administrative control that take you to a safe work practice. And somebody will not be able to ask you why you suspend the operation because the PTW is a administrative control and it will not authorize you to continue your process in the adverse weather. Clear, please? It's clear now?
yes,
Oh, okay,
yes,
so
sir.
now we go ahead. Understand roles and responsibilities under ADOSH-SF, COP number 21. Correctly apply issue, receive, work under means work party, suspend and close at PTW. Manage conflicting activities, isolating emergencies. Comply with legal and ADOSH requirements. Now, it's also indirectly requirement of the ILO C155, Article 16. Article 16 A and B. Also, in line with the requirement of the ILO Recommendation 164. You know about the ILO convention recommendation, please?
Not really. That's what I was about to ask.
Actually, as per the ILO General Convention C155, Article 16, this the responsibility of the employer to provide safe place, safe equipment, safe machinery, and actually to make sure that the workplace and the activity are safe for the employees. In Article 164 emphasize more safe place of work, safe operation, safe equipment, train the people. So it's also indirectly linked with the ILO convention and recommendation. Now, what is a permit to work? So now we are just only talking what's a permit to work. A formally documented control system used for high risk and non-routine activities is for the non-routine activities. Like see, if we have our plant, in our plant we are doing, if we have fabrication shop, in the fabrication we have welding. We have welding as a routine activity. So we will need for this the PTW, yes or no?
Yes, it's a high risk job.
No, see,
It involves
see,
what? It involves source of ignition.
Ashif,
Yes,
Ishaf, this is your routine activity. This is this
yes,
working at, this uh, welding is your routine activity. So for this,
yes,
already you have control in place because
yes,
you train your guy how to extinguish the fire, one thing.
yeah,
Second thing, the electricity used over here already controlled. And
yes,
apart from this, no combustible material is here. And apart from this, the place is properly designed for the welding activity, MIG welding activity. So in this
Yes.
case, you do not need to have permit to work for this. Yes, got the point?
No, no.
Because see,
You need to have the permit to work.
no, see, used for high risk and non-routine activities. Now see, in this place, I am doing the welding, MIG welding for this particular
Mm.
activity, but this is a routine activity of this particular place. But if I have to do the welding in a place where there is non-proper place for welding, then it will become under permit to work. You got the
Yes,
point?
because it's a non-routine duty.
Yes. So now, if in a if we are working in a fabrication shop, in some place we design for the MIG welding. So in this case, we
Um,
do not need to have permit for this. You got the
yes,
point? Because already you have had the control in place.
yeah.
This is very
Fire
important question.
extinguisher, everything is in
Everything is
place.
you have
Fire
in your hands.
extinguisher, everything.
So you do not
Yeah.
need to do this. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Now, but if you are conducting this work in a place like you have to do MIG welding in the store. Store is not as the area. It's it's not designed for such activity. So over there you will
Mm.
have to uh,
Permit to work.
permit to work will be required. You got the point? This is very important,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now, a communication tool between management, supervisor, and workers, not a safety guarantee by itself. Safety depends on risk assessment and control measures. When is a PTW required? PTW is required for high risk activities. If we have high risk activities, we will need permit to work. Non-routine work. If this is non-routine, not a routine activity. Work involving multiple parties means there are different owners for the activities. Different
Yeah.
owners for the activities.
More than one
Means
activity on the site.
yes. So actually, there is one work, but in this work we involve different parties. So over there will be coordination required. And when we need coordination and communication, in this case, definitely we will have PTW. Transfer of responsibility between shift or team common PTW activities. Now, hard work, welding, cutting, grinding, confined space entry, electrical work, work at height, excavation and ground disturbance, isolation of plant, equipment, scaffolding, pressure testing. Now over here, we are working in excavation. We are working in a excavation.
Excavation.
If the excavation depth is more than 1.2 meter, 1.2 meter, it will be considered as a confined space. Agree?
Mm.
Yes or no?
Here we have been using more than 3 meter in WMS. So this one is more than 1.5 meter.
1.2 meter. It's a,
1.2.
this is
Okay.
the Saudi Aramco standard. If we people are working
Okay.
in excavation, the
Mm.
excavation depth is more than 1.2 meter, it will be considered as a confined space.
Confined space.
Confined
Yeah.
space. So now we have like one is for the excavation and one is for the confined space. So over here we will have two permits. So we will handle this. We will handle this excavation also as a confined space, also excavation.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Isolation of plant equipment, scaffolding, and pressure testing. Because if there is pressure testing, still we will need the PTW.
Before.
Now, roles and responsibilities, critical exam and audit area, permit control manager. Overall responsibility for PTW system. Overall, the permit control manager will actually accountable. Here's the accountable person. Ensuring training audits and resources. Appoint authorized person. Authorized person. The authorized person is the one who will issue the permit.
Yeah.
Authorized person or AP is this AP wording is used in the ADOSH, okay? They are using AP for the authorized person or issuer.
Yes.
Issue and
Yeah.
authorize permit. Over there in the NIBOSH, we were using issue authority, yes? In
Yeah.
the NIBOSH, we were using the wording issuing authority
You
or
sure?
issuer of the permit. Now over here, we are using over here for the ADOSH-SF requirement CUP number 21, we are using
Yes.
authorized person, AP.
Yes.
Issue and authorize permit, verifies risk assessment and isolation. Verifies risk assessment. Make sure that the risk assessment has been conducted for the activity. And isolation. Isolation means over here, if we have air supply, gas supply, or electrical supply, or some water supply or something, we will have to make sure our chemical supply to this area, we will isolate. We will isolate.
Isolate.
This is very important isolation because when I was working there in Pakistan in a textile mill by the name of Liberty Textile, one time we were conducting one activity like the cleaning up the heat exchanger. Heat exchanger as well as there was one pump, a dosing pump for the sodium hydroxide, caustic soda. Believe me, and some other chemical are also mixing. So over there, what happened? Uh, we stop this, but sometime the maintenance people, they are also doing
Mm.
shortcuts.
Yeah.
They are doing shortcuts. So they told, we will do the work on this part, the heat exchanger, in the running. I told no. In the running, we cannot do this. After
Yeah.
this, they told, okay. So we switch up the machine. This was a very big machine, 100 meter, 100 meter was the length and the height was 15 meter, the bleaching machine. It's very big machinery. So we stopped this, but it was not properly stopped. Actually, the method is, as per the PTW, all the water and chemical will be and the gases in the heat exchanger are there will be purged out. After this, we will have to stop the work. Make this cool down. After this, start the work. But this guy, he was in too much hurry. Once we stop the machine and we just only stop the panel, everything, he start the work. Believe me, when he just only lose the two nuts, hot water splashes came and hit him on the uh,
Yes.
forehead. The procedure is just only to stand on side, switch up the machine, everything, isolate, then give 1 hour for cooling, and after this, lose the nuts, and it will come one by one, little by little. After this, open other and carry on. But directly he was in hurry. He opened the nut and splashes came and hit him on the forehead. But he was lucky. He was lucky that shower was near, cold water shower was there nearby, and everything, and we were there. So we provide him the first aid and
First aid.
everything. It was so. It's why verify risk assessment and isolation. Isolation is very important. This isolation for the construction side and these sides are not too much important, but this is for the heavy machinery where we have oil and gas, or we have like fertilizer industry, or we have chemical industry, or if we have textile industry. Over there, isolation is the first and dominant factor. Gas purging. You are you are doing isolating. and the machinery and directly gas come out. So in this case, what will be our response? Because sometimes spark also come. So fire in the workplace. So isolation is very important, but the isolation will be in a proper way as per the work instruction. Ensure conflict are managed. Let's see, ensure conflicts are managed. Over here, what we told him, after this, we will make it cool for 1 hour. After this, we will remove this and we will uh, be to aside to losing the nuts. But he was not agree. So that's why this accident happened.
Yep.
Over here, ensure conflicts are managed. Inspect work site before, during, and after work. Before, because some hazard will be there, so we will control. During the work, because sometime during the work we have the hazard and risk. And after work, like if we are doing some work, the work involve like hard works. So in this case, it will catch fire. So after works. Now, permit holder. Request the PTW, permit holder. Request the PTW, directly responsible for the job, brief work party. Brief work party. Stop work if conditions change. Hence, beg permit after completion. So, Mr. Ashif, what are the four people in a permit to work? Do you have any idea, please?
The 4 people?
The four parties in permit to work. The four
First, I
parties
think
involved in the permit to work, PTW. I mean the responsible parties in permit to work. Ashif, I'm
uh,
asking, I'm
the,
asking question, but it's not question. This is just only discussion.
yes,
This discussion, okay?
yes.
Do not mind this, huh?
Like permit issuer and
Yes, good. I love
uh,
your answer. Very good. Then,
we have the
in the Nibosh, you
uh,
have permit receiver, yes? Second is
yeah,
the permit receiver, yes?
we have the permit receiver.
Yes,
We have
I love
the
your answer. Now see, over here we are using permit holder. For the
yeah,
receiver, we are using in the language of COP, ADOSH COP number 21, the permit holder. Yes?
yes.
Over there, we were using the wording permit receiver. But over here, we are using permit holder.
That person can be like a JP, a person who's going to be performing the same work at the site.
Yes. Now see over here, in the Saudi Aramco, they people called as permit receiver. And the
Uh,
name was also called as permit receiver. But ADOSH COP number 21 called as permit holder. You got the point, I think. Yes?
yes, please.
Very good. Request the PTW directly responsible for the job briefs work party. So like see over here, we consider that the permit AP, permit appointed person or permit issuer is the responsible party for this. Permit holder is the maintenance manager
Yeah,
or maintenance supervisor. Got a point?
yes,
Now,
please.
over here, briefs work party because he will have some technicians. The permit holder
To
or
be,
receiver will have some technicians or we call as pitcher.
yeah,
In oil
he'll
and
be
gas, we
like
call as
performing
pitcher. Huh?
he'll be the one performing the toolbox stuff for the
Yes, of
safety
course.
measures and
Yes.
everything.
So brief work party. Then stops work if conditions change. See, stop work if conditions change. Like hence back permit after completion. Work complete, so hence back completion. Now work party. Work party is a team of people coming under the permit holders or the permit receiver. Like permit receiver is one guy and he or she has 2, 3, 4 guys for to conduct the work. The work party is coming under the permit holder or the permit receiver. Or simply we can say that work party is a team of permit holder or permit receiver. Is clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So now for this permit condition, uses require PPE, stop work if permit conditions are breached. Leaves workplace safe and clean. Leaves workplace safe and clean. This is also important because sometimes we are conducting work on the floor and we conduct the work. After this, the floor is not
Uh,
steady as well as wet. So other people, when they start work, they fall down.
yeah.
Now
Literally.
permit control work party. Now permit control manager. See now here. Okay, this will be one by one will come now. Permit control manager. The permit control manager is the senior manager. Now we just only have like an overview again, make this more clear. The permit control manager is the senior manager for the building facility project plan, is ultimately responsible for the PTW. The permit
PTW.
control manager, because we discuss all the three, the permit control manager or AP, then receiver or the holder, and then work party. And then after this is coming the cancellation or close out. Who will close the permit, please?
Who drew the permit?
Who will close the permit?
Close the permit?
Yeah.
The authorized personnel.
So means the one who issued the permit will close the permit. Yes or no?
The one who issued the permit? Yes.
Yes. So permit issuer, then holder, then work party, and then close out. So the one will issue will close the permit. So
Yes.
now we uh, come here one by one. Shall be a senior manager means who is issuing the permit with appropriate competency and authority to ensure that an appropriate PTW system is introduced. Shall ensure that all relevant employees have undertaken appropriate training. So now in this case, make sure that the work party, receiving party, everybody has been trained. Everybody has been trained.
Fine.
Now, overview of the PTW system, legal and entity requirement. Legal and entity. What do you mean by entity requirement? Entity requirement, the organization procedure. The organization procedure.
Procedure.
Responsibility authorities under the PTW system. Documentation requirements. How to close permit. PTW condition validity require signature, cautions, and emergency procedures. Everybody will, everybody will get ready for the emergency procedure. This who will be responsible for this? The permit control manager. He or she have to make sure that the people who are conducting different activities under the permit have been trained. This is important, please. Huh? Now, shall ensure that appropriate procedure are established and maintained for all work done under the PTW system. Now see, over here, over here, like the emergency procedure will be also part of the PTW. In case of fire, what to do? So, the people who are working under permits, will be trained for the firefighting. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Now, there is a working it hard. So the work party, all the employees have been conducting the training for working at height. Means all procedure for the emergency procedures shall have the necessary authority to control the operation, be undertaken, and have the relevant competency on the facility site undertaking. Shall ensure that arrangements are made for the workforce to be made aware of the permit and system and trained in their operations. Shall ensure that PTW system is monitored to ensure it is effective and correctly applied. Shall ensure appropriate control measures are implemented for any emergency situation that may arise follow non-conformity with the PTW. Like see, we are doing lifting activity.
Yes.
Lifting activity.
Activity.
And over there, the speed of wind increased or fluctuate more than 38 kilometer per hour, or it becomes like more than 20 knots. So what we will do? We will stop the work. We will stop the work. Shall ensure appropriate control measures are implemented for any emergency situation that may arise for following non-conformity with the PTW. Because in the PTW, if we are conducting the activity for the lifting or working at height,
Yes.
we will have make sure that we have to monitor the wind speed. If the wind speed is higher than 38 kilometer per hour or 20 knots, we should stop the operation. S will be there in your PTW. And if the speed of wind is high and you continue the process, in this case, some accident happen, you will be in trouble. Because
That's true.
we are breaching the terms and condition of the permit. Terms and condition of the permit. Now, shall ensure that the PTW system is audited and reviewed. Audited and reviewed. Like see, when we people are auditing, basically I'm consultant and auditor. When I conduct the audit, and majority of the audits, I ask them, you have this procedure? Yes, of course we have. Okay, show me 3-4 permits to work that you have closed out. They show me and I see each and everything. Okay, this guy was there, the permit receiver, and this guy, this name. Show me this work you conducted for hard works. But can you show me the training record of this guy? This he is conducting the PT, the work for hard works. If in some permit there is working at hard, and one guy like his name is Zuhaib. Zuhaib was one of the party who was conducting this working at hard activity. Could you share with me his working at height training? Then he has to show you. You got the point? This is the auditing for
That's
this.
true. Yes.
This is the auditing for this. Okay, now we are coming to the issuing authority. Permit issuing authority means the top management who is authorized person for the permit. So if he also need to have training for hard works. Also have working at height, also lifting. Why? Because if he has been trained for this, then he can issue the permit. Yes or no?
Yes.
This is very important. Shall ensure that the PTW is audited and reviewed and shall allocate appropriate resources to enable PTW system to be implemented. Now, authorized person shall ensure that all possible hazards associated with the proposed job identified and appropriately assist. Shall ensure that are strict necessary to ensure the safety of the site are installed being identified. Shall ensure the work site has been examined and the precaution specified to be taken before work commences, including isolation, have in fact been taken and shall remain effective while the permit remain in force. Now, the authorized person means he will make sure that all the isolation is being complete. Shall verify that the permit holder, including further staff, uh, tasked with undertaking work under the PTW, have appropriate competence to undertake the rule and fully understand the risk. Means over here, the authorized person means the in charge of the work party. In charge of the work party.
In charge of the party.
Yeah. Shall ensure that permit holder is aware of the precaution taken in additional ones, which care to be taken, particular equipment to be used or worn, and any other procedure which are to be followed. Like for the permit to work, we will have for the permit to work are the people who are participate as a work party in the PTW. We have to provide them all the required trainings, in particularly the emergency protocol of the company, not only for the fire, also for the medical and others. Shall ensure that any work activities conflict with one another are correctly identified and uh, confliction are avoided or precautions including on the permit use of welding shields. Shall ensure that all relevant people are aware of the permit duration and action to be taken and the work is suspended. Sometimes the work is suspended. So in this case,
Yeah.
when the work is suspended, what they will do more? Shall authorize by signature the work to proceed following confirmation control measure are implemented and have been signed up. Like see, sometime we give the checklist with the we give checklist with the permit to work.
Yes.
Over there, when I was in Saudi Arabia, there was also they give permit. They give permit, and this permit they were conducting like welding. And this it was there that fire extinguishers in place. They don't have fire extinguisher. They will click yes, we have. Fire blanket is here. Yes, we have. Where is this? No, just only he told me just only a tick mark. I told no tick mark.
Right.
I told
We have to
you
see.
people are doing nothing, you are doing this is formality. You got my
Sometimes,
point?
even yeah, sometimes you even ask, where is the welding mark? I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
it in the car. You think? No, I have to say
They tick now
it.
because they tick. There was one guy and he has like he told me I am safety officer. I am doing everything. I am champion. I told yes, you are champion, but
Yeah,
tell me what is permit to work. He told me I don't know, but they give me one permit. I am just in a tick mark. I told this is not you are a champion. You are just only uh, you are just only making joke everything. I told it's not like joke because over here fire extinguisher yes will be there. Okay, the guy who is conducting this activity has been trained for working at height. So his training record, but you just only tick no tick mark because
you have to ask for the wire harness, the safety wearing for the height, working at height.
yeah, where is the training record? But they don't have this, they just need a tick. It's not just only a formality. Properly, we have to check this because see, if something not happen, nobody will ask. But when something happen, then it is very difficult to answerable to them. So when there is permit to work, it will be properly implemented. When there is permit to work, it will be properly implemented. Because if we do not implement, we will be in trouble. Shall ensure that copies of all issued permits are displayed at an appropriate location and in consistent arrangement so that site person can readily see and check with which equipment is under maintenance and not available for operations. Like see, sometimes when uh, we are under permit to work, we have to work. We will need some equipment. Make sure that all the equipment that will be used for this particular activity for which we have issued the permit, all the equipment are ready. And if we need third party inspection certificate for this will be over there. Like see, we are working in a confined space. In the gas tester or the gas testing equipment is not calibrated. It will create a problem. Now we are monitoring the level of H2S, hydrogen sulfide, in this particular place. Also, we are now monitoring the oxygen, and this is out of work,
Yes.
not third party inspected. So we cannot make sure this is okay. This is very important. Shall undertake ongoing inspection of the PTW to ensure risk control measures are being maintained. Shall ensure that the work site is examined at any time when work is suspended and before it is restarted. Sometimes we suspend the activity, and after this once we restart, we have make sure all the operations, all the equipment and everything in proper order. And finally, when the work is completed, to ensure that the site is in a safe condition. Shall ensure that, like see, we conduct one activity like like the hard works, and we finish the activity. We didn't check the sparks or the burning material there. If there is some fire extinguishing area, if there is some fire catching area or some fuel is there, we have to make sure after this, like 40 minutes, we have to wait. We will not start the operation. Like the fire watcher will be there. We are conducting the activity for hard works. We don't have fire watcher, but in the checklist we have fire watcher is available. We say tick yes. But the fire watcher duty is once the work is finished, he will have to stand there for 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. Because when we are working in oil and gas, only one spark can destroy everything. So that's why shall undertake ongoing inspection of the PTW to ensure risk control measures are being maintained. Shall ensure that the work site is examined at any time when work is suspended and before it is restarted, and finally when the work is completed to ensure that the site is in a safe condition. Shall ensure that the work the that that the shipped handwork procedure is compiled with. Shall ensure that the work site is examined on completion of the work, and the PTW is correctly closed and the relevant persons informed, and shall ensure appropriate records of all permits and master control sheets are maintained. There will be master control list for this. When we were working there in my company in Pakistan, the Liberty Textile, when the maintenance staff, there was some permit to work. After once they perform their work, they were telling us just only check the machines, and so we will just only sign. We will just only check each and everything, and after this we will sign for them the PTW. Over there we will call simply just only job card. And over there, for this, all the things. There were not everything was okay, good, but the problem is there the hazard risk. These things were not properly identified, but still it was a good procedure. Permit holder shall ensure that uh, eh, they and the people working with them understand the operation of the consequence of non-compliance with the PTW system applicable to the area in which they are responsible for work. Shall ensure any necessary information, instruction, or training is given to users to ensure that they understand the PTW system and the specific precaution required for their work. Shall ensure that the AP permit issuer and permit user fully understand their responsibility under the PTW system. Shall ensure that the conditions and precautions specified in the permits are fully understood, implemented, and effectively monitored. Shall immediately stop, suspend work if conditions required or if the PTW requires change. Shall communicate effectively with all parties during the operation of the permit and shall ensure that all parties are aware of the completion of the work and the permit is correctly closed with the AP. The one authorized person, the one who issue will close. Work party. Now, what is actually the work party? The work party who undertake the work shall comply with the requirement of the PTW at all times, including what? Shall understand the scope of work and the control measure implemented. Shall understand the scope of work, and the control measures implemented. And the control and the permit to work, there will be scope of work. There will be scope of work. Sometime in oil and gas, in heavy machinery, when the work party is coming for the work, they have been given some scope of work. Scope of work. And the owner of the machine or the activity, they are telling also we have to do this. So the work party will tell no. For this is our only scope of work. If you are you need other work also for this new PTW will be issued. You got the point, please?
Yes.
Why?
Like they're assigned for a specific job and
Yeah,
they
specific. Yeah.
cannot perform any other job. Yeah.
Okay. For the other job, another permit to work will be there. PT permit will be there. Yes.
Yes.
This is
So
important
they have
because yeah.
they have a right to refuse any other job apart from the one they have on their permit.
Yes, because actually when they are including another activity in the scope or another task in the scope, what will happen? Because the risk involved in the activity will be not identified, and they will not have maybe the equipment, maybe they will not have the proper people for this. Maybe the team who is conducting this one scope, only two guys, and we need three more. So how they will do? So they will not complete only one task. So that's why, because the resources are required, means the equipment, the people. So that's why a permit to work having only one scope. Not we cannot include more things. Shall participate in the development of or review of the risk assessment. Shall ensure that all control measures defined in the PTW are strictly followed. Shall not interfere with the work of their colleagues and shall adhere to the rules and responsibility assigned under the PTW. Shall cease work and inform the permit holder, mean the issuing authority, when there is a breach of the PTW condition and shall leave a clean and safe work site. Now, in this part, we will discuss step number 6. PTW process step by step, very important. Planning, step number first. PTW process step by step, very important. What are the different, as we discussed, the different parties involved in the risk assessment. Now in this part, we will discuss PTW process step by step as very important topic. Number first step is the planning and risk assessment. Identify hazard, assess risk, identify conflicting activities. Conflicting activities. Like see, you have one activity, but when you are doing this activity, you will have to consider the other activity also, because other activity will be also suffer from this or will be affected. Now define control measures. You have the control measure in place. Make sure. So first of all, planning and risk assessment. Second is permit preparation, duration and scope. This is important, please. Duration and scope. Permit must clearly include nature and scope of work. What is the scope of work? It will be there in the PTW. Name of worker. Who will be the work party? Hazard identified. Control measures. Validity period. A permit will be maximum 12 hour or one shift. 12 hour or one shift. Please.
I have one question.
Yes.
How many permits do we have to perform? We have the general permit, which doesn't require involve any source of ignition, like welding, anything. It's just a general permit, and there is also a high risk permit, and also I don't know how many permits do we consider in the discourse.
Like see, uh, uh, you mean types of permit?
Yeah.
For the types of permit, we will also discuss here. But
Okay.
on my YouTube channel, I have one video. Types of permit are there. Okay, I will show you the link of my channel as well as the link of the video in the last. Okay,
Okay.
is discussed there. Also, we will discuss here validity
Okay.
period maximum 12 hours and one shift. Permits are normally issued for a single operation shift, single operation. But sometimes the work is like we are doing one activity. For this activity, it is continuous for 1 week or something. So in this case, what we will do? Uh, in majority of tasks, a permit to work is only for one shift, single shift. 12 hours. But sometimes we have to continue the permit because the activity is not finished in one single shift. So in this case, we have to continue. How we will have continuation of the permit. Permits are normally issued for a single operating shift. Permit extension is permissible for two consecutive operating shifts, like 24 hours, regardless of the shift duration, but not more than 24 hours. These are for the common task, but some task we have to continue this for like 1 week. So now come again down. A work permit may be issued for up to 30 days. See, like see, over here, for the common it is one shift, then 24 hours also, but also for 1 month. 30 days. For extended construction, like see, construction or maintenance work where the job required remain essential unchanged. Like see, we are doing excavation. We are doing excavation, and this is not only for will complete only in 1 day. So in this case, the condition not change. The condition remain the same. So for 30 days is also applicable. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
Now see, if we have like raining, we start the permit after second day, heavy raining, heavy raining.
Yes.
Then we have to cancel the permit, close this. And another permit we will issue. But if the condition not change, then we will continue. Clear, please?
Yes.
Where the job requirements remains essentially unchanged only under the following conditions. So now go ahead. There shall be clearly defined and understood scope of work and validity period for each permit to work. The PTW shall be used to cover specific work activity. Each PTW shall, however, only cover one work activity, only one work activity. The work condition, boundary and scope of work shall be clearly defined on the PTW form, including the start and finish time of the proposed work. Like sometimes we have excavation. We have excavation. Over there in the excavation, we have some testing. We have some testing. So like detection of underlying services. Detection of underlying services. So this is part of this permit. So for this, we will have another permit. You got a point, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The mother permit is excavation. But now
Excavation.
we have to detect the underlying services. So we have to arrange the
Confined
survey
space.
survey of the land
Survey
and
and
yes,
confined space.
yes. So the map from the regulatory authority and the signage over there. This is another permit. The
For the
period for
underground items like water, electric, anything that is
electra,
underground.
gas, water, yes,
Yeah,
all these,
gas line.
yes. The period for completion of the work shall not exceed the maximum duration of the PTW is defined by the start and finish time. The time frame for a PTW shall not exceed 12 hours or one work shift, which is a lesser time frame. So the lesser time frame is one shift, 12 hours. For the work to extend beyond the started finish time, the PTW shall be revalidated, including reapproval by the person issuing the PTW or a new permit issue. So revalidate also, so they have to change like the date in and out for the proper day. The PTW system shall only allow for limited extension or revalidate rather than continuously extending previous PTW. Number third step is the authorization. Authorized person verifies control, isolation checked and certified. Isolation checked and certified. So we isolate the gas supply, the air supply, the water supply, the chemical supply, yes or no. Permit signs and displayed at site. Permit signs and displayed at site. Like we have confined space. So one will be with the issuing authority. One will be displayed. One will be displayed at the place where the work is in progress. And one will be with the receiving authority. Clear, please? So actually
Yes,
three
please.
copies will be there. How many
Yeah,
copies?
3 copies.
One will be the issuing authority. Second will be with the receiving. And third will be displayed in the area. Clear?
Yes.
Work execution or implementation. Work carried out strictly as per PTW, continuous monitoring, then manage simultaneous activities. Suspension or change. Where the work scope or circumstances change, conflicts identified during the work activity, work shall immediately cease and the PTW referred back to AP, means authorized person, permit issuer. Sometimes scope or circumstances change. So, like we have permit for lifting activity, indirectly it is too much speed up the wind. So we will suspend. Where the scope of work or circumstances change, the PTW shall be revoked and circumstances change, means adverse effects. and a new permit issued with the new control measures identified on it. A work covered by a PTW proceed from one work shift to the next. The PTW, now see, this 24 hour, one shift working on it. And the work covered by PTW proceed from one work shift to the next. The PTW farm shall be revalidated with the new sorry oncoming shift AP permit issuer, confirming that it is safe to recommence work. Both the permit holder and AP permit issuer shall sign off unto the revalidated PTW form and the new work party briefed. Like see, we change the permit. So in this case, we will revalidate and we will again provide training to the work party, brief them, the briefing. Close out the handbag. Areas left safe. Area safe. Permit like hard works. So after 40 minutes or 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. Area left safe. If some cleaning require, also cleaning we will do. Permit holder signs handbag. Authorized person signs closer. Plan return to control operations. So uh, in this case, we will not close the permit. Their people will come and they will oversee that means the operation stop. They will oversee that everything is in okay condition. Then we will start. Isolation and certification. All, like see, all isolation shall be in accordance with ADOSH COP number 24. Lockout, takeout, huh? Lockout, takeout. Like see. Yes. Now see, in some cases we have lockout, takeout. In this case, like see, when we people are doing on a machinery, like see, now we will take an example of huge machinery, huge. Like as I was working there in my previous company, these machines were not only operating on the switch, take out switch, everything is okay. No. These were the electric supply was for the three phase. The three phase. So there is no, they have panel. They have panel. In this case, we will lock the panel. And for the air, we will shut down the valve. For the steam, we will shut down the valve. So this is the lockout. The water, we will just only close the valve. And we will lock it. We will lock out the air, the electric supply, the panel off. Second, chemical valve, then water
Yeah,
supply,
because
air supply, and
because
steam supply.
also one time in ADNOC we had one incident.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Two groups were working in the same area,
Uh-huh.
and they are working on electric. And one guy forget to log out.
Ah, you
So
see?
to lock out. So another guy when he came, he didn't
Uh-huh.
realize that another person was working in the different area. So he
Yes.
just turned on the electric. So
Uh-huh.
there was that person was injured in the electric shop.
Electric shock.
So
So
they
that's
asked
why,
him, why you
yes,
forget to lock out? If
yes,
another person find the lockout, he will not turn on the electric switch. He
yes.
will first realize, okay, this is a because each lockout and they have different color for each
Different car,
lockout.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
And
So
only
if
the
you find
key,
the red one, yeah,
yes.
if you find and you need a key to open. So if you find the red one, you know, okay, someone lock out.
Uh-huh.
Maybe there's any activity going around. He will not even turn off the what
Actually,
the switch.
actually, what's the problem? Like, see, in this case, there will be only two keys. When we lock Two keys. One will be the responsible who put the lock, will have the
Yeah.
key. And the top management will also have the key. So two
So
locks will be
imagine.
there. Two locks will be there. Like see, because where I was working before, this was also very huge machinery. Like a machine like 15-meter high and 100 to 150-meter long, and having
Mm,
drive, how many drives? 39 drives. 39 drives.
right.
This was actually, you can check this machine, Benninger bleaching machine. Benninger bleaching machine, textile machine. Benninger bleaching machines. You can check there on the YouTube, maybe videos will be there. Benninger bleaching. This was actually, they combined four machines in one machine. So this is again the same as we have the machine at Erno, and also in the fertilizer industry, also in the like fertilizer industry and chemical industries. So in these cases, the logout takeout is very important.
That's true.
What we were doing there, the electricity was under the electricity in this case was totally under the electrical team. They were on and they were off. We were not authorized to take out or take out the lockout. We were not authorized. Only they people were authorized. And for the lockout of the uh, steam supply, air supply, chemical supply, water supply, we were authorized. So we were, when they people come and lock out the electric panel, after this, we were locking the remaining other four valves. Because why they were keeping the lock with them? Because if some operator or somebody come and just only, okay, just only on this switch on this, and I want to check this drive. But another guy, because this was 100 to 150-meter machine. So you cannot imagine that I'm working in this area, in other area, nobody will be there. Because uh, 10 people or 12 people are working in this machine. And when the people were working on the machine, when they people, the maintenance and electrical people, when they people are working in the machine, the operation staff, they were not sitting there without any work. They were cleaning the machines. So like see, this machines have like separation of uh, 5 meters, 5 meters, then 3 meters separated areas we called as tanks. In drives, the feeders, they were cleaning this to make it clean. So when the electrical and mechanical people, they were working on the mechanical and electrical problems, the machine guys, the operators, are the guys working on the machine, they were doing also the cleaning of machine. So if somebody is coming and they just only lock out, then many people will die. So that's why they were doing the lockout takeout. So during the maintenance work and the PTW is there, lockout takeout will be there. Lockout takeout are the we call this not only called as administrative control, but this also engineering control. How engineering control? Because you lock. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes,
Lockout
sir. I've got the
takeout.
point.
Yes. See, a logout takeout actually is coming under the administrative control part of the PTW, but When you apply the lock, it's lock, so it's a physical. It's a physical interference. So it's come under the engineering control. Yes, but if it's properly administered, this engineering control, but again administrative control, because we have to make sure that the one who lock will be authorized to open the lock.
Yes.
So
Tag out.
in this case, the engineering control is coming under the administrative control, and this is very important. The authorized person shall verify all isolation are being implemented before authorizing the PTW. Isolation certificates shall be included to record and communicate those isolation checks or other tests have been carried out by an AP permit issuer. Certificate of isolation shall be attached to the PTW and enter into isolation register. Now, certificates typically were electrical isolation, mechanical isolation, see, electrical, mechanical, then ground disturbance, gas testing, and ionizing radiation. In some machines, we have ionizing radiations. Certificate shall only be signed after an authorized and competent person verifies that isolations and other required control measures are implemented and the certificate cross-referenced to the controlling PGW. The AP permit issuer shall confirm that all defined control measures have been established and authorized signatories have fully implemented any permit certificate requirements. The permit holders shall confirm that the workplace is safe to commence work. The permit holders shall confirm that the workplace is safe to commence work. Everything khalas, so now we can start. Certificates are documents that define preparations that are additional to the PTW requirements and are required for work to proceed. They do not by themselves authorize work to proceed. They cannot stand alone and shall always be accompanied by a covering PTW. Emergency situation. If we have some emergency, then what to do? In any emergency situation, all permit to work shall be suspended until the facility has returned to its normal status. In any emergency situation, all permits to work shall be suspended until the facility has returned to its normal status. All permit to work shall be revalidated or reissued prior to work resuming. Now some emergency came. So all permit cancelled, suspended. So revalidation will be there, reissued. Record keeping. Employer shall ensure records of all permit and master control sheet are maintained for a period of at least 1 year. Like see. In the ADOSH, the requirements for other document will be 5 years, but for the permit to work will be 1 year. The record we will keep only for 1 year.
1 year.
Not more than 1 year. No? Then we will have, because the permit to work is always in the hard copy. We also have to take care of the sustainability. Key training message. Strong for exam and audits. Examination and audits. PTW does not make work safe by itself. Some people say that permit to work is the champion. But permit to work just only a piece of paper. A piece of paper. Risk assessment is mandatory. Risk assessment will be there. Now see. If we don't have the risk assessment, we will have JSA. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Job safety. Because sometime the maintenance of a particular machine is not covered in the risk assessment.
Yeah.
Is not covered in the risk
Job,
assessment. So in
job
this
safety
case, we
analysis
will
will
have
be
the
covered.
JSA. Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Job safety analysis.
So we will have JHA or JSA, job safety analysis or job hazard analysis. Rules must be independent. Rules must be independent. Independent means that, like, the work party will be not enforced by the issuer. They are not competent and they deny. So the permit issuer cannot force them to do. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
Like, see, when I was there, we were doing the lifting operation in Tabuk area, and the wind speed fluctuate more than 40 kilometer per hour. I stopped work. Over there, I was the in charge for 4 sites. Total 34 sites were there. I called my guys, suspend the activity. They are suspended. Then after this, the PM, project manager, he was Chinese. He called me. What's going on? You stop the work? Yes, of course, I stopped the work. Why you stop the work? Because it's fluctuating the wind speed.
Wind speed.
He told me how we will complete the work. I told I don't know how we will complete the work, but once just only we will just only say when stabilize, then we will continue the work. Then he told me, I told like you take the responsibility, no problem. He told no, sorry. I told because we are the specialist. The safety people are the specialist. Actually, in this project, this project was suspended for 6 months because the production staff or the construction team, they were deciding each and everything. The safety team before joining our team was not so strong to stop the work. But once we just only enter in the project, this was conditional approval by the NEO, by the client, that the decision will be taken by the safety team, not by the production or the construction team. The safety team will decide to continue or stop. They give us authority if the construction team, the PM and the CM, they force us to continue the work. We will directly call the consultant team and the client. So the client was interfering. So after this, they just only talk to us, no, continue. Directly we have the authority to call them. Because they give them conditional approval, because one fatality happened 6 months ago, once we joined there. So they stop the work. And after this, they continue the work that the safety people will take the final decision to continue or stop the work. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So maximum validity for the one task will be 12 hours or one shift. Stop work if condition change. But if we have continued some construction work or something, for 1 month we also can continue. So in this case, daily they will check if there is no abnormal condition, then they will just only, for daily they have to sign. If a permit to work is not only for one shift, is continue work means for 30 days we can continue if there is no change. But daily they will have to, like the issuing authority, also daily sign. The work party also daily sign. The holder also, receiver also daily. The work
To
part has to
revalidate
tally.
to
Yes.
revalidate that
Revalidate.
permit to work.
Yeah, of course. Actually, what's the problem? Majority of the people, they have the concern that a PTW is only for one chip, but it depends on the condition. Clear? Depends on the condition of the work. Now, types of PTW. See now, types of PTW came. This
Yes.
types of PTW, this types of PTW, I took from the Aramco requirements. This from the Aramco requirements. SA, Saudi Aramco. There are four types of SA, Saudi Aramco work permit. As per the G1, G1, GI 2.100, they are release of hazardous gas or liquid. The purpose of release of hazardous liquid or gases permit is to ensure that proper planning and precautions are taken during work activities where the release of hazardous liquid or gases may occur. Because in the oil and gas, there is liquid and gases. Thus, this permit does not authorize release. Rather, it is to ensure that the appropriate precautions are in place. We call this permit yellow permit. The yellow permit, they call this just only the coding, they give the yellow code, yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard work permit, red. For the hard work, the permit is red. Red
Red.
permit. For the
Hard
red
work.
permit is for the hard work.
Hard work. Yeah.
The purpose of the hard work permit is to control work activities that may produce sufficient energy to ignite a flammable atmosphere or combustible materials. This permit shall be used for open flames, welding or torch cutting within a restricted area. Sorry, restricted area. Now see here. The area is not designed for this activity. Like see, we are doing the hard work in an area where the area is restricted. More combustible material are here. Combustible liquid, combustible gases. Now see, open flame building or torch cutting that occur within 30 meters. 30 meters or 100 feet of a pipeline or facility containing hydrocarbons. You got the point, please?
Yes.
Let's see. The hydrocarbon pipe is 100 meters away from us. And we are conducting over here the work for hard works, welding. Because they have in the pipe lines, the gas is petroleum. Gas and petroleum. Now, work on live electrical equipment or use of electrical devices not classified as intrinsically safe. Computers, borescopes, mobile phones within a restricted area. Now, in this case, we will not have these mobile phones, borescopes, nothing. Other jobs, activities that could present a fire hazard, internal combustion engines, grid blasting. See, grid blasting operation. You know grid blasting, please?
No.
Actually, in fabrication industry, when we prepare a surface for painting, like transformer bodies. Before this, I was working in a Nasir Industrial Enterprises, and we have three, four companies for transformer manufacturing, and we were doing there the fabrication for the transformer, electric transformers, radiator and tanks. And over there, we were using the grid blasting. When there is grid blasting, the speed of grid is too much high. So static electricity also can produce. So a grid blasting of electrical hand tools within a restricted area. Now code work permit, blue. Over here we call this blue. This is blue, huh?
Yes.
Purpose of the code work permit is to control work activities that may not produce sufficient energy to ignite flammable atmosphere or combustible material, but could contribute to injury. Code work. Now the permit shall be used for but not be limited to the following work in restricted areas: structural demolition or collapse of non-operational buildings. Collapse. Removal or disturbance of asbestos containing materials. You know asbestos?
Sorry, come again.
Asbestos.
Asbestos? No.
You call it asbestos. Asbestos is a fiber. When we disturb it, uh, fine particulate matters come in the environment and we inhale. And it causes cancer, mesothelioma, a type of cancer. Because because before 1980, asbestos was used in the buildings. Nowadays, it's not used since 1980. If we have the asbestos, because if we are working in some area, there is some construction over there, the old construction, and there is some asbestos. So we will have for this the code work permit to remove the asbestos. Work activities involving uh, cryogenic material, carcinogenic material, scaffolding erection or demolition, the blue. Painting coming under the code work,
Oh,
painting activity. But
excavation by hand.
see now, but the painting, if the painting is the spray painting, sometimes it's also very difficult to manage because the painting, sometimes the painting we are doing.
Maybe painting by hand or by roller.
Yeah, see,
But
painting by
if it
hand.
involves, yeah,
Painting,
if it
yes,
involves a compressor,
yeah.
the motor is a source of ignition.
Yes, I love your answer. Very good. How we have ignition from this source of ignition?
Uh, Through the electric and brushes of the motor. But
Because static, yes, static electricity is there. Yes, you work in process, huh?
yes,
How many years experience do you have?
here in UAE, 13 years. I am mechanical engineer.
You are working now in you are working now in
Now
ADOSH.
I resigned. I'm going to go to Uganda. Actually, I want to join a petroleum industry in Uganda. But here I've been working with ADNOC, with
So that's
Slambaja
why
as a
so
mechanical
that's why you
engineer.
have idea because the people they are working here, they don't have this idea. Your
Yeah.
knowledge is good, mashallah. You know this.
Alhamdulillah.
Because when I conduct this training, I'm just only asking from the people because this happened with me. When I was there in my previous company, one
Yes.
guy, he was a painter.
Yeah.
He came to me in the morning and he told me, "Sir, yesterday there was fire accident." He was painter. He was doing spray painting.
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, when we are doing the spray painting, there is a because
Chemical.
the
Also, like
the
thinner
yes, the
petrol
paint is
is used
coming.
to
The
mix
paint
the
is
paint.
coming in. If it's not earthing properly, the earth is not properly working. Ignition
Yeah.
is coming. Yes,
Yeah.
because static electricity is produced when
Yes.
gas is coming from high concentration to low, and
Yeah.
liquid is coming from high to low. So
Yes.
it provides ignition source due to static electricity. Huh? Excavation, yeah, excavating by hand. Excavating by hand. Now see, concrete pumping and framework, form work. Concrete. Now concrete, when concrete is coming in a machine, also it produce ignition source. Yes or no?
Yes, because
Yes.
sometimes it
Yes.
depends which machine is used
Yes.
to pump the concrete.
Because this concrete is coming in
That's why in most of the cases we use the diesel machines. We
yes.
don't use the petrol machines
Yes. Now
because
use
the
of
diesel machine they have internal combustion. The
yes.
petrol machine they have like spark plugs for the combustion.
Yes. Use of hand tools that has no electrical power.
Yes.
Confined space green. For this will be the green. The purpose of confined space entry permit is to ensure proper preparation of confined space prior to entry. Safe entry by personnel, including provision of a rescue. Now, restoration of confined spaces. Work activities inside a confined space may require a hard or cold work permit to be issued in combination with the confined space entry permit. You got a point, C, please. Be with me. Work
Yes.
activities inside a confined space. We have a confined space. For this, we will have permit, green. So in this case, required a hard or cold work permit to be issued in combination with confined space entry permit. Like see, we have confined space. So one will be confined space and we are doing some hard work there. So second will be hard work permit. So the one permit, the green, and other will be the red. Because we are doing the work in confined space, so confined space work will be there, permit. And also for the hard work or cold work permit will be also there. So in this case, we will have two permits. You got the point?
Yes.
Not only confined space. Now, so over here, total is for the Aramco, we have four types of permits.
We have the
Yellow means
yellow for the gas,
for the release.
hazard oil,
Yes,
and we have the hot permit
yes.
for the
Cold,
red one, and the
then
cold permit blue
cold
one,
permit,
then the
pending scaffolding,
confined
yes.
space
Then
green one.
the
But
fourth one is the confined space. Fourth, basically, as per the Saudi Aramco, we have four types of permit. But common generally, we have seven types of permit. In my video, you will see, you will watch the video. So you will see seven types of permit commonly. But as per the Saudi Aramco, we have four types of permit. Competency certificate. Work permit issuers and receivers
so
shall have.
I just had one question. Like
Yeah,
if in the confined space permit, if I'm like below the meter, the depth of the meter is 1.2, that makes it a confined space. And I'm doing welding, so I request for a confined space and a hot permit
yeah, yeah.
for that job.
Also
And
for
if
the
like and if I'm only like cleaning the cellar with the hand tools, but
uh
still it's a confined space, it's below 1.2 meter, so I'll request for the code permit with the
yes,
confined space.
yes, yes. So two permits will be there.
Yeah. Okay.
This is for the Aramco requirement, huh?
Okay.
But this also, like see, Aramco
It's
no,
this. It's also the same. It's also the same for Abu Dhabi.
yes, Abu Dhabi.
For the
Like
Dhabi
see,
MS.
why I put here the Aramco, because
Yeah.
in the what are the Aramco standards and what are the Abu Dhabi no standards same.
Only the titles change. That's
Ah,
why I'm trying to get the formalities to
no,
see
no,
with
is
this
good.
and this. Yeah.
Yes. Availed as a issuer or receiver certificates respectively, they shall attend the pass The work permit issues are the receiver course conducted by Saudi Aramco Training and Development. Like see, for the permit to work, there are some approval for the permit to work training from the Saudi Aramco. Like if you are working there in Saudi Aramco, you will have this the training certificate from those companies who are approved by the Saudi Aramco. Now, like see, for permit to work in Abu Dhabi, we will have the certificate from those companies who are authorized for the permit to work for ADNOC. Got the
Yeah.
point?
Yes.
Okay. The issuer, receiver, superintendent, or in case of a contractor, the SAPO, superintendent responsible for the work location, shall sign the issuer receiver certificate. The project review and coordination division. Saudi Aramco appears service department shall certify non-Saudi Aramco. Now, contractor permit receivers. So they also have to certify them. Issuers receiver with signed certificates from one organization shall not receive permit at a different organization facility unless the responsible SAPO superintendent sign a reissued certificate that reflects the current organization. Actually, like see, contractor is coming to us and they are working with us. We are contractor and they are our contractor. We will have to make sure that because in some organization, when they are our contractor, this permit work we give to them, and we will have make sure that the one who is issue the permit and who is receiving the permit will have Saudi Aramco certificates. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, ADOSH-SF. Now, the ADOSH-SF requirements. Employers means the, like see, when we are talking about the employers is not the owner of the company. The employers is the top management of the organization.
Yes.
You got the point?
Yes, boss.
Like see, employer means not the owner of the company, the top management, the GM, PM, CEO, these are the employers. Shall
Yeah.
ensure that OSH training complies with the requirement of ADOSH-SF. Element number 5, training and awareness and competency. We have in the ADOSH this. ADOSH-SF mechanism number 7, occupational safety and health practitioner and service provider registration. So the company who is providing the training will certified for mechanism number 7. Like our Aspire is already we have approval from the ADOSH or ADPHC. From the ADPHC. Our company is approved for the consultancy as well as for the auditing services from this. And the training we are approved from the Activate. But now this time is the ADOSH certification or the approval process from 19 April 2019 is suspended and no more is coming again. They revise the system, but it will take little bit time. We don't know when it will come. But before this time, there was no training requirements because the training they gave us only to the Activate and we are approved from Activate. But as per the approval of the mechanism number 7 is concerned, we already approved. Myself also grade A practitioner with the ADPC as well as our company Aspire is also approved for the consultancy services as well as for the auditing services. Training shall be competency based that include overview of the PTW system, legal and entity requirements, responsibility and authority under the PTW system, documentation requirements, how to close permits. How once everything is okay, we will close the permit. PTW conditions, validity required, signature, precaution etc., and emergency procedures. Now, PTW rules. There is some rule for the PTW. This was about the certification. Now we are talking about the PTW rules.
Rules.
Okay. Now the issuer and receiver These are also as per the requirement of the SA, Saudi Aramco. The issuer and receiver shall conduct a joint site inspection before signing the permit. The issuing authority and receiver authority means the one who is issuing the permit, and the one who is receiving means the working party head, receiver of the permit. They will go to the workplace and they will have joint inspection, joint site inspection. This is required. Not like tick, tick, tick. As in the Nibosh scenario, in the 2000 or 2021. Also, these many questions are asking about the permit. This is very important. They just only sign the permit and say, okay, I say yes, everything is okay, go there and start work. So in this case, if the permit to work is there, both will go there. The site inspector will go to the site, the issuer and the receiver will go to the site. Both will go to the site. Is clear now?
Yes.
This is a requirement. Work shall not begin before the permit has been properly signed. The correct permit shall be issued for the job. Hard, cold, confined space, entry and release of hazardous liquid or gases, the yellow permit. More than one permit may be required for some jobs, like confined space entry. As we told that if in a confined space, there is a hard work. So confined space permit will be also there and hard work permit will be also there.
Yes.
The issuer shall review the permit and requirement for the type of work, verify required gas tester, and list applicable isolation and other precautions. Now, atmospheric gas testing be conducted with the SA Saudi approved portable gases monitoring equipment for confined space entry permit, release of hazardous liquid or gas permit, and or hard work permit, where the presence of flammable vapors or gases is suspected. Test for hydrogen sulfide H2S, oxygen concentration, flammable gases, and or any applicable toxic substances shall be performed before issuing these permits. Gas test shall be performed for code work permit where applicable. So it's there already. If you want to go in detail, this I also have the Saudi Aramco, the construction CSM. If you want, I will give to Marisol and she will send to you. Okay, the
Okay.
coordinator will share with you.
Okay.
Hard work is not permitted if the atmosphere is below is above zero of the lower explosive limit LEL. If the lower above the 0%, then we will not continue. LEL. You know LEL, lower explosive limit. A
Yeah.
breathing apparatus, self-contained breathing apparatus, shall be used if any of the following atmospheric condition exists. Oxygen concentration are less than 20%. Like see, the Aramco standard is oxygen concentration would be not less than 20%. If it's less than 20%, then we will not use. The common practice is 19.5, but Saudi Aramco not less than 20%. Flammable mixture are at or above 5% and less than 50% of the LEL. Hydrogen sulfide H2S concentration is between 100 and 20 parts per million. Like see, hydrogen sulfide concentration is between 10 and 100 ppm parts per million. Now, job description in equipment to be used shall be clearly stated on the permit. Permit shall be issued for specific task at specific location. One permit shall not cover more than one location. Like we have hard works in one location. So for this separate, in another place separate. Not it will not cover all the two locations. Because you have to display in one location. If you have one permit, then you will over here locate this or stick this here. So another place, you will take a copy of this. No, it's not acceptable. Now, proper locks and hold tags shall be used where applicable. Multiple clips with locks are chained with locks. Chapter then is also there in chapter in the book also. Isolation locks and use of hold tags for further requirement. Permit shall be issued for the specific period of time required to complete the job. Prior to the start of work, the work permit receiver shall communicate the hazardous and precaution for the job, as well as other requirement on the permit to all workers working under the permit. Periodic review of the job site, including gas testing, shall be considered as required. Oncoming shift, issuer and receiver shall inspect the job site, write the extended time, and sign the permit when extended permit periods to another shift. Means is shift from one place to another. The shift change. Like day shift, it's shift to night. Special requirement and precaution such as fire watcher. Fire watch is there. Hard work, so fire watcher will be there. Self-contained breathing apparatus, SCBA. You know SCBA?
ICBA,
Self-contained SCBA.
ICBA.
Self-contained breathing
Self-contained
apparatus.
breathing apparatus, yes.
Yeah. Lifeline and or barricade shall be written on the permit. If we need this, then will be there. Not only tick mark. Question and answer feedback. Do you have any question, please?
Actually, I got most of the thing.
If you have any question, uh, ask the question. And now after this, we will go for one permit to work. I will just only, we will see one permit to work.
Yeah.
I have the form. So now open the form. If you also need this document, we will share with you.
Okay, okay.
The permit to work, we will share with you. Don't worry about this.
No problem, inshallah.
So now we have this form. Now you can see this, please.
Yes.
Or I have to change this PDF and then we'll go ahead. Huh? Better?
Okay.
I will change this to PDF and we'll go ahead. It will be clear, more clear. So now we go ahead. You can see the PDF, please.
Still in Word.
Okay, so now you will see. Now you can see PDF, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so permit to work. Here we will give permit number. Then permit to work. This operation, location means what's the location? Does the work involve contractor, yes or no company name? Then here, does the work involve company implies? The permit covers the following personnel, including contractor, passport number, and expiry date, and where applicable. Contractor, why, Lexi, why we put here passport number and this number and this number? Because sometime, sometime, uh, some fatality can happen. Yes. So that's why ID number, passport number, or something. Potential hazard. Control measure to be taken before work commences. Action by. So here we will write the responsible person name. Potential hazards. Further control measure. Like over here. Here is oxygen deficiency. Oxygen deficiency. So we will put here. So SCBA will be used. Who is this responsibility? The guy who is working the work and the supervisor. Potential hazard. So the control measure over here is the gas testing as well as use of SCBA. Now, complementary permit issuer. If yes, then permit number. Signature of performer means who is doing the work. I confirm that the precaution detailed above are in place and the work will be executed in accordance with the condition within this permit. Signature of
So
performing authority.
is the signature for the permit issuer or the permit holder?
The receiver.
Okay.
Receiver. Performing authority, the work party. Now over here, we will give this authority to the someone, means the work authority head, means the supervisor or something. Now permit close out. Over here, if everything is okay, then we will like performance, then issuer authority, then over here, performing authority means the head of the team, and here accepted by means the work authority. Now come here. If sometime we have permit renewal, like date, time, complementary permit number. The permit number will come same if it's performer. Then we'll sign here. Performing authority, work authority in EHS department. When they people are doing this, the EHS department will also, they will go like they continue another date. Every day they will have to sign. Every day they have to sign. Permit renewal is not allowed for the specific job mentioned below. Confined space entry. Like see, we have more work in the confined space. We have more work in the confined space. Because in the confined space, once we go, in the morning, the concentration is something else. In the morning.
Yes.
And after 2 hours, something else. Because
maybe the heat.
Heat, yeah, the condition change. You got the point,
Yeah.
the condition change. So for confined space, not allowed. Excavation, also because in the excavation, this is also confined space. Handling
Yes.
and use of hazardous goods, chemicals. Once issue a permit is valid for same shift only. Now, in case of any significant change need to be taken place in the scope of work method, statement, then the current issue permit shall be cancelled and new PTW shall be issued. Area authority, performing authority in each team have the right to suspend the work permit at any time when there is any discrepancies from the permit condition have noticed. Like see, we are working at height and the guys, they are not using the
Proper PP.
proper PP means safety harness. And they are using the safety harness, but no supervision, because when somebody is working at height, there will be permanent and close supervision. They are doing everything, but no close supervision is there, we will suspend. You got my point, please?
Yes.
So in case of working at height, if they are doing the scaffold is properly inspected, and apart from this, they are using proper PPE, but no close supervision, the work will be suspended. Got the point, please?
Yes.
Now over here, They have this procedure like WI, work instruction, 22 permit to work. Clear?
Yes.
Permit to work. So in this case, we will suspend the permit to work. Any question, please?
No.
We will share this Aramco CSM also with you. COP also you can download from the ADOSH-SF. If you need, we will
Okay.
also share with you, no problem. And this
No
form
problem.
also we will share with you, okay?
Oh, okay, sir.
If you have any question, you can ask the question, please.
No, Alhamdulillah.
Then we will have a break. In 11:15, we will start another training, okay?
Okay, please.
Okay. So up to 11:15, you just only take tea and relax and we will start again.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much and we'll see you in 11:30 for the next training.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.